Hi guys, this is me once again and welcome back to another Starcraft English comment. It is gonna be Starcraft Africa Star League Season 16 Round of 24 Group D match. This is gonna be the second set in the series, played between two Zerg players, Effort and Action. Action is gonna be the red Zerg here, the top graph position. His opponent is gonna be Effort here at the 4 o'clock position. ZvZ on the 3-player map Apocalypse. So you know, very imbalanced because on 3-player maps everything is kind of odd, right? There's odd number of bases, there's odd number of spawning positions, and one player is doomed to be disadvantaged compared to the other players. Is that guy looks like C for some reason, his eyes. And Action right off the bat is going to have a nice advantage in terms of information. He's scouting in the right direction. Now this works out really well for him. If he's going to go for 9 pool and his opponent goes for 12 pool, remember this map, Apocalypse, your main base is going to be on a lower elevation compared to the rest of the map. Looks like Action's going to go for 9 pool. Let's see if Effort is going to go for 12 hatchery. If he goes for 12 hatchery, that's going to be a lot of trouble for him, and he's saving up his money, man. He is definitely not going for the pool right now. If he goes for 12 pool, he wins. But if he goes for 12 hatch, he's, you know, as good as dead. Okay, so anyways, we're going to be seeing the Overlord coming out now. So this Overlord is going to be scouting towards Action's Overlord. But of course, it's not going to be able to be there on time to help Effort. And anyway, it looks like Effort is going to be going for double hatcheries, but one is inside the main. Very interesting. So he will not be losing this hatchery because it's going to take a much longer time for Action's 6 Zerglings to arrive, and even so, there's going to be enough Zerglings, I think, defending for Effort, and of course, you know, reinforcing Zerglings from Action is not going to be fast enough. And yeah, man, I mean, we haven't seen in-base hatchery in ZvZ for such a long time now. This Overlord from Action arrives first, so it will see that there's no Zerglings coming out of his enemy's base, so it's gonna make a decision. He might decide to go for Lair right away. Yeah, I guess we have to remain to see, because if he invests in Zergling speed, it might not pay off. This is very important, because if he doesn't go, I mean, if he goes for fast Lair, he will need to hold his base. Oh, excuse me, guys. Yeah, this base, you don't have a ramp to defend. It's just gonna be a very wide open area between your main base and your expansion. Yeah, I'm completely off there. So if you get boxed in, well, first of all, it'd still be possible to break out, and second of all, it's very difficult for ZvZ to put a concave defending formation, because yeah, the gap is huge. Looks like the Zerglings from, okay, we have the Evolution Chamber to block this and buy some more time here, and now we might see a few drones falling down. No, okay, the first drone dies, second drone dead. The Zerglings from Action is tearing it apart. Effort is unable to you know, apply a lot of defensive power. He lost 3 drones already, but now it's going to be up to him to counterattack. Let's see if Action leaves a couple of Zerglings behind, just so that to create a diversion tactic. Yeah, Lair coming up, and Creep Colony would need to come down, definitely, for sure. For Action, he's got a pair of Zerglings hiding on this other side. The Overlord is able to see it. So 4 Zerglings are hiding. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like Effort is turning around his Zerglings. He's fearing some kind of counterattack, but he might be waiting for Zerglings with speed, because it looks like Action Zergling has speed has just completed, so his Zerglings will be quite fast. Okay, another Sunken Colony coming up here for Action, so he's looking very strong against any kind of you know, Zerglings run by. We have finally the drone coming out. This drone is going to be able to successfully plant a hatchery, I think, and if that is the case, then Effort's going to be up 3 hatcheries, but we need to put up, oh my god, these Zerglings are going to be in the corner. Where's the rest? Okay, the reinforcing Zerglings from Effort is here, though. No counter attack whatsoever for Effort for the time being. He's amassing a lot of Zerglings. He's waiting for the right moment to move out, and we are not seeing another hatchery coming down for Action just yet. He's going to be just on one base. The Overlord from Effort sees everything. He would see the drone if that drone moves out, and one more drone got damaged there. If Effort loses another base, and then another drone is going to be in a very bad situation. Looks like counterattack is finally starting for Effort, but Effort's Zerglings don't have any speed. His purpose is to cancel, or to force a cancel on that hatchery. It looks like it goes in without seeing the hatchery going down, and it's gonna not, yeah, it's gonna try to come and find his Zergling speed kicks in for Effort. He's gonna be able to at least surround his enemy base here, and making sure that, no drone can come out. And it looks like his Zerglings are turning around because they might be for fear of counterattack. And it's going to be the moment for Action to take his expansion as his enemy Zerglings are coming out. And he does go for an expansion right now. Very, very smart to hide a drone from him. Effort is going to have to build up some spores now. His base is not yet completed, so I don't know how fast his enemies, finally evolution chamber finishes. So the first spore goes up, but maybe this expansion will not have time to set up the spores. I'm not so sure. We have 4 Zerglings flying in, and they go directly for the main. Looks like Effort is turning around, and this spore colony is gonna get attacked. Oh my god, he's gonna go for the drone instead. One drone is saved. More drones gonna be falling down, but looks like the Zerglings from Action is surrounded. This spore is going to be falling. This spore is going to be critical. But the spore is, I guess the second spore is coming down. And finally, we're going to be having some mutualists coming through. One of the spore is very, very close to dying. But Effort is going to mount a series of counter-attack here. If he can force the cancel onto Action's base, it's going to be freaking amazing. Because he's got so many Zerglings that, oh, look, this guy's Action has forgotten to move one of his overlords out. And looks like Effort sees the base going up, but he's not going to be wasting any kind of Zerglings to take out the base. It looks like one of the overlords for Action has fallen, so he's temporary supply block here. And Effort is doing quite okay. He's got, 24 supply compared to his enemy 25 here. Some of the Zerglings are trying to do a run by, but unsuccessfully so. And now these Zerglings are going to be going all the way inside the main. Will they be able to take anything? I don't think so, because, okay, there's going to be just one Sunken and one Spire. These Zerglings are just going to dive in, try to force the drone pull, and then just run back out and buy more time that way. And I guess finally now they might be able to die. I guess they finally will die. They're going to try to take out one drone, and one drone does fall. I don't know. I'm not so sure if the drone fell there. But anyways, now we're going to be some more Zerglings running in for Action. Just 2 Zerglings not able to take out. Maybe they will take out something, I don't know. And it looks like the creep colony comes out at just last minute just to buy time, because now it's going to be time for Effort to build 2 spore colonies at each basis. He will not be able to survive on just one single spore colony anymore, and he will need to have some spore that covers his mineral line as well at the expansion, not just the outer entrance. So he will need 1 more spore, but he will be able to put up some gas, I think, at some point. Alright, we have double spores at both of the bases, but I think the front door of Effort is a lot more exposed now. Neither of the players have opted to go for the extra gas. Action 33 supply, Effort 29. Okay, we finally see the third spore coming down. Looks like some Zerglings are going to try to run by, but unsuccessfully, so they will need to return, and some would take out the spore. Maybe 1 Zerglings died, 2 Zerglings dead. These 2 Zerglings would be able to do any kind of major attack, and looks like not so. These others currently, Creep Colony will need to go up now. The spore will need to go up now. The third hatchery comes down for Action, so Action's going to try to match his enemy's hatchery count here, because for the time being, Effort is up with, oh my god, we need to have a pull here. 1 drone down. A little bit unlucky there for Effort. Alright, the game is still going on strong. Action with 3 more supply, but he's got like 7 or 8 mutualists more than his enemy, whereas Effort has yet to produce. I think he's got maybe Lair? Did he have Lair, or did he have not Lair? Let's take a look at that. And finally, okay, so Lair is completed, and finally we're going to be having Spire coming down, so he's going to be able to catch up. But by that time, Action would also have his own, upgrades, because he's already been mining gas for a long, long time. He's got 6 mutualists now. So by the time Effort comes out with his own mutualist, then yeah, Action will be demised and leaks ahead in terms of mutualist count. So I guess the extra supply here for Effort is mainly drones, maybe. Another Zerglings come out just for scouting information, but they would need to pull back because the number of mutualists is really high. Yeah, extra drones, extra drone for Effort, but extra mutualists for his enemy. And it looks like Effort is going to build another hatchery inside his main for a total of 4. Is he going to be banking on the fact that he's got more larvas who can make more Zerglings to combat the fact that his enemy's got more mutualists? I don't know. Okay, just spore going up everywhere. I think 4 spore at each location now. And something is blocking. Oh my god, that Spire is blocking the gas pathing. Very bad situation there for for effort, and now we have another spore just completing on time. So 4 spores at each location that covers everything. So if Action can mount a counter attack later, he's gonna be fine for the defense because he's got so many spores. Of course, you need to be worried about Zergling's counter attack as well because they can take out his spores really easy. Some Zerglings are splitting up into different location. Action 51 supply, effort 42 supply, and we're officially in the late game for ZvZ because we have Queen's Nest coming up. Queen's Nest, man, we have a kind of tech that we haven't seen for a long time for ZvZ. That is Queen's Nest. Alright, looks like this one Overlord's gonna get taken out. Overlord will need to turn around, and indeed it does turn around. Alright, we have 4 Scourges coming out. They're gonna be looking for some mutualists to take out because his enemy has got no anti-air structure inside the base. Okay, looks like some mutual is gonna get surrounded here. The spore, we need to find something to take out both of the Overlord. That's gonna be buying some time because those units are as bad, as dead as good as dead there. Okay, Queen's Nest also coming up for Action, so Action's gonna go to his own hive tech. What is gonna be the complementary tech for both of these players here? That is remain to be seen. Possibly, could it be Hydralisk? Could it be Queen? Queen could be very nice, interesting upgrades because it will slow down the mutualist. But of course, you need to have something to finish off the mutualist. So I don't know about that. But anyways, both players are hesitant to go for a 3rd base. I mean, they have a lot of hatcheries, but they don't have the 3rd base here. Alright, looks like mutualist finally started to amass for effort. He's playing smartly. Okay, that one drone was smart. Looks like burrow technology has just completed for effort there, so it's going to be able to hide some Zerglings around the map. And if Action doesn't have Overlord with speed, he's going to have a lot of difficulty to unburrow those units. He's having 2 drones randomly moving to the middle area. Very interesting turn of event here. And finally, we have another hatchery coming down for effort, I think. At the 5 o'clock position, this game is getting kind of boring. What are these guys doing in the corner? And finally, they get taken out. 2 drones lost unnecessarily for Action. Action is still ahead quite considerably in supply, of 78 supply versus 64. I mean, he's been making a couple of mistakes here and there, but overall, he's still doing really great. How many mutualists is possibly like 10 or 12? They start to go in for an attack, but that's an overcommitment, and they were taken out. But oh my god, what's happening with Action's, rallying point? He's keep on rallying. Okay, looks like this is an actual decision by Action to make another hatchery at the 10 o'clock position. So both players are going for 3 bases. Finally, we're going to be having Impulsion Chamber coming up for Action, as well as Greater Spire. So he's definitely looking forward to go for some, possibly not Guardians, but Devourers would be on the move here. Alright, looks like Mutualist finally coming out from effort to trying to mount a series of counter-attack. But this is a big mistake because now they're going to be chased from behind. They're going to try to dance around a little bit and buy some time, but so many mutualists, I think, would damage and kill during an attack. These are from effort's going to try to do kind of a counter-attack here, maybe, I don't know. Looks like the hatchery at the 1 o'clock position is now active. And there was another hatchery being made at the 12 o'clock position. Okay, looks like Defiler type is up for effort. So effort says, I'm gonna make some defilers, and I'm gonna be able to just play your units, your air unit, just going and finish with my spire or something like that. All right, looks like this hatchery is finally operational, and Nidus Canal is gonna, just connect the different bases here. We need to make some spire, and looks like the Zergling from Action discovers this base location. So mutualists are going to be flying over here, but some Zerglings also coming out from Action to intercept here, because Action's efforts got, burrowed Zerglings everywhere. He can see if his enemies mutualists move out, and the moment they start to move out, then effort can go in for counterattack at this base at 1 o'clock position. So that is going to be the critical factor that stops Action from going full force against his enemy, but he's going full force anyways. It's going to be the moment, I think, for effort to move his mutualist out. He's moving out for a counterattack, and it looks like Action is turning around. Oh my freaking god, this is going to be crazy. This base is going to be falling first. Which base is going to be falling first? I don't know. I guess this base falls first. The Spore is not able to really cover everything, but we have a surround from the other side, and effort is in serious trouble here. He's going to be having all of his mutualists just squashed to death here. He's able to save a couple, but not all. And yeah, he's lost his base, man. I mean, this is a little bit unfortunate because effort was very close to getting that base up. We're gonna be having some zerglings and some just small skirmishes in the middle of the map, but not really enough to stage a serious comeback. Looks like effort decided finally to come out to do an attack, but he doesn't have enough forces, man. His entire group of mutuals is gonna get squashed like watermelon here. He'd have to retreat a little bit, and he's down to 2 bases. Did he have Define Attack? Okay, I think he okay, finally has Define Attack. So will he be able to turn around? That's going to be the question here. Very difficult still, I think, for him to turn around, but he might try. He definitely may try. He comes up with Defiler now. He will need to get some nice Plague off. That is going to be the most critical information. He goes out now. Where's he going for? He's setting up his new own base, and he's gonna try to move out with a couple of zerglings. Finally, Overlord Speed has completed for action, so he can see his enemies' units here, and we're gonna be some small skirmish first, and we're gonna be seeing the first Plague of the game, maybe, but not enough zerglings from his enemy to complete the job. And now looks like some scourges come out to take out this mutualist. Alright, looks like effort is gonna plague his enemy scourges first, so he can just finish him off in one sweep. That's a nice idea because, you know, what else he can do. Looks like a lot of Zerlings are coming in, and one Spore is gonna be coming down, but Zerling's gonna try to surround this. Defiler cannot get sniped. If the Defiler gets sniped, it's gonna be very difficult, and yeah, this base gets attacked. In the meantime, Defiler can just come out to attack though. Defiler goes out, he's ready, but he doesn't really finish up the job, and that Defiler gets saved for the time being. Zerglings from Action also have Burrow technology, so he's fine. Yeah, but the game is very tense. Action on 3 bases. His enemy, oh my god, Defiler, do something! Looks like we have Plague, so sorry, Dark Swarm. Why do we have Dark Swarm? And he's gonna consume something now, I guess. Yeah, with Dark Swarm, he can protect his Zerglings. I guess the most important thing, he can protect his Defilers. That's gonna be the most critical thing. But anyways, finally we have Hydrolis coming out, and for some unknown reason, effort is still in this game because he's gonna start to produce Hydrolis now. Now Hydrolis under Dark Swarm will be very critical. Where's the rest of the mutualists from Action? They're still, I guess they're still roaming the map. Action 115 supply and effort 193 supply. So yeah, anyways, Hydra is gonna start to come out now, which will create a major, power boost to effort's army. Alright, we have some major skirmishes happening, but during this time, when the mutualists could come in for some attack, looks like they might decide to come in, but no, they don't attack. Very rare do we have this kind of ZvZ situation where the 2 players' third base are so close to each other, but by some miraculous reasons, they are both able to survive. Drones started to get transferred, and we finally get lurkers in the game. Why do we have lurkers? I don't really understand the purpose of lurkers. I mean, what can they do for, where can they attack? Is it for defense? Is it for offense? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, lurkers get created. Yeah, I guess Dark Swarm and Lurker is the key to success here. You would use it to attack the base at the 1 o'clock position. Some Zerlings running around, and they might try to assault the 4 o'clock position. Okay, these lurkers are going to be for defense for the time being. But the Defiler is going to be getting ready to assault the base at the 1 o'clock position. The Defiler is coming out there now. We're going to be having the first offensive Dark Swarm. What is it going to cast? Oh my god, the Defiler is not in position to cast anything, and it dies kind of painfully. We have another Defiler coming out and more Lurker tech, so that's good. Zerglings from effort is gonna try to attack the 4 o'clock base. There are a couple of Zerglings here for defense, so they will be able to hold just fine maybe, except whoever gets the better surround is gonna win. I guess it's gonna be Action with a better surround here. Action 140 supply, effort 104 supply, and we have an Ultralist out of all units. What the heck? Why do we have Ultralist? I guess Ultralist can survive in Dark Swarm as well, so that is gonna be the reason. Alright, very nice attack here. And yeah, now Action is on 4 bases, Effort's on 3. He's building Ultras. Defiler with Plague against Ultras would be great. Also Queen. And what is that? The spell that makes babies out of Zerg units? I don't know. But anyways, Overlord is able to see. We need to cast a plague now. That plague on the Ultralisk is great, but not good enough. And Hydra is coming from behind, and as well Lurkers, we need to get burrowed, and they do get burrowed. So looks like the rest of the units from Action gets pushed back, and this base is safe, and the supply deficit is kind of becoming a little bit smaller here, 136, 115, but Effort has still 20 supply less than his enemy, 30 supply less than his enemy. So yeah, the game is gonna go on for a little bit more, but Action will have a chance to finish with the game. And Effort, we need to go from the base soon. Looks like Hydralisk and Lurkers and Defilers start to come out. And oh my god, Scourges are getting ready to attack. These Mutualists on the southern side, looks like Action is not paying attention, and neither is Effort. Lurkers are getting very close though, and we're gonna be getting a Dark Swarm with Lurkers in place, and Hydralisk as well is gonna cast a plague on all of those. No, he's casting a plague on what? I don't know. He's casting a plague on something. I'm not sure exactly. He's plaguing all of the Mutualists. They're all red, and that's going to be ready for another group of Mutualists to come from behind to attack here. The Hatchery is getting focused upon, which is possibly a nice idea. I don't know. There's a Hatchery fall. The Hatchery is very close to falling, and it does fall at the expense of all of Effort's units. I don't know if it's actually worth it or not. And at least that's one small victory for Effort. Effort, 114 supply, Action 50. But now it looks like Action is gonna be having just a drone line just running back and forth. Is it gonna be the craziest comeback ever or not? Ultralisk, is it a nice idea? Looks like Mutualist and Hydralisk come out to finish up the job here. Lurkers to support. We need to get some kind of plague on this Ultralisk, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult. We have finally this Overlord comes out. And counterattack by Action to try to take out some of his enemy's units. And he's getting a little bit of success so far. But yeah, Effort is still okay to come back. And we have a Devourer. Devourer getting sniped here. This Ultralisk finally gets attacked as well. Alright, looks like the Mutualist from Action has been damaged from before, so they easily attack. But now this fresh groups of Ultralisk and Mutualist is a lot better. More Ultralisk comes out, and if these Ultralists get upgraded, it's going to be very, very difficult for Effort to kind of mount any kind of major attack. And he needs to go from the base at some point, I think. At least he's taking out some random drones now and there, and this base is fallen. So Action is down to 3 bases. Sorry, he's down to 4 bases. Effort's on 3. Action's on 3 gas, and Effort is also on 3 gas. But now it looks like Action is gonna go for his own 4th gas here. And huge counterattack coming from Effort. He needs to be careful though, because Ultralists are still very strong. Looks like these Mutualists will do something. Mutualist against Ultralist, and Hydralisk against Mutualist. We need Defiler was sniped there, but what a crazy attack by the Scourges to take out all of the Mutualists from Effort. I cannot even cast it. Effort's got only like 4 Zerglings, and he's gonna 4 Hydralisks, and he burrowed them in the middle of the map. Very, very funny stuff. But counterattack now coming down from Action. He's got a lot of forces. If the 3rd base, oh my god, the Lurkers are not in position to intercept. What are you doing? He's not paying attention, and finally he lays down his Lurkers. There's no Overlord inside, so these Ultras are gonna get ripped to pieces. But he's focusing his attention on the Hatchery. Is he going to be able to escape though? That's going to be the question. Maybe he doesn't need to escape because he's got so much forces. 3 Ultralists are still alive. 4, 5 Ultralists are still alive. You need to focus the attention on some of the weaker Ultralists or something. More Lurkers coming from behind. And yeah, they can take out some of the Ultralists, but not all. This base is still alive. Looks like, do we have a count? Where's the rest of the Mutualists though? From Action, he's got a lot of Mutualists in the previous stage of the game. Yeah, and I guess this base finally falls, so Effort is down to just 3 hatcheries, and he GG. That was a crazy game, and definitely going to be the best game, one of the best games this year. I'm going to put this in the playlist for the best game this year. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.